Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Unique and Rare Handbags. My name is Joe. I'm a bag collector and Hermes bag authenticator. Today, in front of us, we have an Hermes bag. It's called Octogone strap. So Octogone strap. Strap, of course, is because it has a strap, and octagon is the shape of the bag, which is an 8-size shaped. In French, it's octogone. If you are an old friend of my channel, you would know that I've already talked about a bag of this collection. It's this one. It's also an octogone strap. But the difference is, as you can see, this one is in Bordeaux color and it's in absinthe leather, as this one is Etoupe color in Chèvre Misor. It's a Chèvre Misor bag, which is actually the reason why I got the second one after I got the first one. I think it was in 2016. You know what, I will check quickly. I think it's here. Yeah. As you can see, the year stamp of this one is X. It's in 2016. Because Chèvre Misor, the goat leather, it's kind of rare to see on larger bags. It is more often used for smaller leather goods like wallets, or I think in this channel I talked about a card holder, a Biarn card holder in yellow color. It was also in Chèvre Misor. So it's considered to be a rarer skin within the normal skin scope, and it's also slightly more expensive. I would say 10 to 15% more expensive than the normal, especially the absinthe leather, because absinthe it's a leather which whose surface is treated, so it's actually a cheaper leather. And I think Chèvre is the goat skin is actually the most expensive normal skin. It's even slightly more expensive than the box, if I'm not mistaken. A second reason why the year after, in 2017, I think I got this one. It's also because the strap is different. As we can see, this one, it has a standard fabric strap with it's adjustable, of course, but it's a standard one and it's not removable. It's attached to the back body. In comparison, well, I like this one because it has a hobo feeling. It's more relaxed, it's more carol. I basically never adjusted the length. I use it this way. I think it's about 100 the length, because I use it as crossbody, because it has a more, again, carol and hobo feeling of it. But this one, when I saw it, I was saying to myself, well, I use this bag a lot and I do like the shape, but this one is a detachable strap, adjustable through this mechanism of these 3 different holes, and it gives a more classy feeling of it, so I can use it also for certain more formal events, like cocktails, dinner party, or whatever. And when it's like the shortest, I would say it's around like 40, 50 maybe, the strap. And so it's like an underarm bag. And then if we adjust it, well, very easily with this mechanism here, it goes to the second one, which would be one side like shoulder bag, or we go to the longest one, which would make it exactly the same length as I think the older one, the 2016, the Bordeaux colored one, and it would be a crossbody bag again. Another thing I really liked about this newer version is it has this piece on it. It always gives a feeling of quality and comfort too. So let's compare these two straps. I think it's as you can see, it's almost the same when I adjust like the length of my crossbody length, because this one has some adjustment margin still. Well, so back to the bag. As you may know already, inside it's just two compartments. It's the inside is also goat skin, lamb skin. No, it's inside is lamb skin. Yeah, outside is goat skin. You can see the difference. And something about the goat and lamb skin is, like here I had a small dent, so it doesn't really resist as well as the Epsom, which is very resistant, and also you can't really buff it off like the Swift or even box leather. With time it will be there, but the good thing about the goat skin is it softens, it gives a softer feeling. Maybe it's also because of the surface, the veins of this is the natural vein of the goat skin, right? So this is what we call in French the leather. So la peau de pleine fleur, which means the leather of a full flower. I think it's also said that way in English. And this one again is the surface is treated, so it's artificial. And for the Etoupe, Hermes does very often this contrast stitching with white threads. So this is a very standard like color combination. As the Bordeaux one is not with contrast stitching but with the same tone threads. Yeah, the year stamp of this one is in the same place. It's here. I don't know if you can see very well. It's actually an A. It's A, so it's 2017. It's the second year since they removed the square. What else can I tell you? It's about the stitching, right? This whole bag, actually the shape is very hard to achieve. That's why I appreciate it a lot. It's notoriously famous to have this shape. You need a lot of work. That's why I think when I buy Hermes bags very often, I would first think about is it worth the thousands and thousands of euros that I'm paying. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong to do easier, like to construct bags like the Bigotin or the Double Sens, but it's just my way of seeing things, right? I think personally I don't think the Bigotin is worth the price it's commanding now. Well, so there should be a tension point here. I think that's the only tension points that we can identify on the bag. I'm mentioning this because normally Hermes would put the hand stitch, the saddle stitch, on tension points. But unfortunately, I think these tension points, as we can see here, right up, left down, the stitching, right up, left down, the stitching is like what I call the right slants. It's machine stitched. Nowadays, we have to face it, it's rarer and rarer to see the saddle stitch for a lot of reasons. The good reason could be the machine stitching is getting better. The bad reason reason is it's too costly and too slow to have a saddle stitch. So that said, I think the whole bag is machine stitched, unfortunately. As you can see here, right slant, right up, left down, and inside, if it's machine stitch, then the inside will be the other way around, the other way. As you can see, left up, right down, left up, right down. So this is a tail. It's not a saddle stitch. Well, yes, of course, when we hand stitch, we can also not saddle stitch. We can also stitch as the machine, meaning it's just one thread goes around. But then what's the point of hand stitch it that way? The point of hand stitching is to do the saddle stitch is because every stitch is interlocked. One stitch loosened up doesn't affect the stitches aside. So that's why we do handle stitch. That's why we do saddle stitch. So sometimes people say, oh, of course, this could also be hand stitched because you can do this hand stitching. Yes, you can, but there's no point. So no one's gonna do it. When we do hand stitch, we do saddle stitch. Well, that's how things is. How things are. Well, anyway, so all here, but at certain tension points, does double stitching. It does double stitching here. For example, it's because inside, as we can see, it holds the tension here. When we do this, it holds the tension, right? Same reason here it's double stitched because it has some certain tension from here. So that's why. For the same reason, here typically it will be double stitched. Here double stitched for the same reason. Yeah, it's basically, as I said, here. So it's just how the bag construction requires. Yes, so that's basically what I can tell you about this bag, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.